Hi everyone, Emma here. I have an incredible, massive unboxing of findings. This is from Butterfly Beads, and I've been talking about it for a while. So they came in these, and I'm sorry I'm banging the camera here. They came in these lovely organza bags, and there was 3 bags, and they were full to the top. So I have done some sorting and organizing. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with those just so that it would have been way too long and too, I don't know, I think a bit annoying. It's, a lot of bags snapping. And so I have my rings in this box. This was a box I got at the thrift store. It's kind of a good box, but the problem is it looks a bit dirty to me, and that drives me nuts. So this stuff will go in a new box, but take a look. Now what I did was now this one I left. So I started out by leaving one bag empty or with the stuff in it so I could tell you what it is. And then I started going through them because I didn't like the way it looked. And just taking off the tag from the bag and throwing it in there. So that's what I did. But let's just start with this one here. This is 4mm jump rings, 20 gauge. One of the things I liked about getting stuff from Butterfly Beads is the availability of the larger gauge of stuff. Now this isn't like large gauge. But what I like about this one was the kind of antique copper part to it. And that's the other thing I find hard to get. Yeah. So these are lovely. So these will work really well. I think I would use something like this for earrings, for dangling, say, a crystal or something like that, because it's so small that you have to remember it's going to hook on to one thing on one side and one thing on the other. So yeah, or you could use this as the loop for your charm, your crystal, whatever. I'm sure you guys have lots of ideas of what to use this for. So I haven't decided. I'm kind of in a dilemma of how to organize things. I started out this morning by doing a video for you guys. Well, I actually didn't hit record because I tore my desk apart. And I know I've been talking about this for a while, but I've been in a manic phase, and it's driving my wife a little bit batty. And when she came into my office and my desk was torn apart, I had all the cables for my computer and stuff pulled out and whatnot. I found a lot of lost beads. There's something good about it. Anyway, she was not happy. So she gave me an ultimatum and said, if you don't participate in your well-being, aka don't get fired up with stuff, then I'm gonna have to take control, and I really don't want to do that. So I took a break, and I actually drove for the first time after my surgery, and my hand's a bit red just because the brace was kind of, I think I'm going to get the OT guy to make a new brace for me, because I find now when I use the brace, it hurts more after. So I think it might be a bit tight, and I think they had it tight like that because they didn't want you moving at all. But now it's kind of too tight for any kind of finger movement. So anyway, so I got these. These are 8mm 21 gauge split rings, and I don't usually buy split rings. I don't know. I think it's kind of a snobby thing. I think split rings they don't look like real jewelry. They look like a keychain to me. But you know what? I've seen videos on how they've used these, and I'm like, why was I thinking that? Because these are really cool. And especially with this antique copper, or is it? Yeah, when it's that orangey color, it's copper. But the antique finish on it. So so all of this stuff was 30% off. So any price you see, 30% off, and that's Canadian and free shipping. So now I placed quite a large order. I think it's free shipping after maybe $150, something like that. And you may think, oh my God, what did you spend $150 on? Well, first of all, it was more than that. Secondly, I did just tell you I'm in a manic episode, right? So I don't mean to be rude. Um, here's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and I'm glad my wife can't hear me because she'll have something to say about it. But 10 years ago, I started doing workshops at yoga studios for making malas. So if you know anything about a mala, you string it with string, some type of string. So you don't need any findings. And you don't like put a clasp at the end. It's all one string, and that's part of the idea of a mala, is that we're all connected. Our life is like a big circle, which is connected and stuff like that. So you have that string is continuous and connected. So you don't use findings. So I didn't have any findings, and I'll have to show you. It's so funny. I might have one just handy dandy. But it was so bad that I was getting ready to do a craft sale, and I thought, I'm going to do up some of my lovely yoga inspired jewelry, but I had no jump rings. So this is what I used. And the funny part is, don't ask me where I got the head pins. And I didn't have tools to twist it. So this is one of these. Sorry, I'm going to stop shaking here in a second. Let me show you. So this is one of the little daintier malas that I did. Yeah, it's a mala. So it has the 108 beads, and these are Rudraksha beads. And then it has crystals and the pendant. So this is a actual ceramic pendant. It's white, so I'm wondering if it's what's the other one that's white? Anyway, it'll come to me. So this is what I did to put these on. Isn't that terrible? Now, thank goodness the sale never went forward. The person that was organizing it actually was not interested in having me in it. She's really nice, but the facility that we were using is an old church by the sea, and I've gone to art sales there, and there's probably like 10 artisans, and it was crazy packed. So there's just no way. So, and actually now that I know about that place, I can rent it for $50. So that is crazy. So I could do it just with my stuff. So, but anyway, that's aside. So that's letting you know I didn't have anything. So now when I make jewelry, it's like I don't have this stuff. So this is my excuse, is I'm doing this to build up my collection. So when I go to make something, I'm like, oh, let me grab that. Let me grab that. The other part to this, again, you might say, well, still, you only need so much, Emma. Come on. I do private parties in people's homes. So I will often bring more than just what we're making, and people will buy a bunch of stuff so they can make stuff at home. So yeah, so that's my second excuse. Don't tell my wife. She has no clue about this order. She saw it, but that was it. She has no clue. Anyway, that's that one. There is a pile. I don't know if you can look at this stuff. This is for the garage sale. So there's some really amazing, beautiful stuff. I'm going to, of course, put a proper jump ring and really fancy them up like they should have been in the first place. So these will come in handy. So I should stick these back in this container. I don't know why I'm losing my voice. Allergies, the cat's in here. So take a look at these guys. These are 12 millimeter 15 gauge. Oh my gosh. So I have a bunch of designs for bracelets using closed rings. And one of the easiest ones, and I have a video out on it, and it was a remake of another design from Spoiled Rotten Beads. I something about her, maybe it's her design aesthetics that she likes is the same as mine, but it's super simple and it's a stretch bracelet. You put your beads, so your beads would coincide with the size of your jump rings. And I actually have one. Oh, of course, I put it away. I bet you I put it in for the garage sale, which I probably shouldn't, because it's the only one. I'm sure you've seen it. They're the so you interweave your jump rings with your beads. So I may, well, I'll definitely do another one, because look at all these guys. So I've got all the different kinds. So they are lovely. So I won't go through each one, but I got. So I was surprised at these ones. I might contact them about these ones here. They're really, and you know what the other thing is? I mean, they're so cheap. I'm like, these are 14 mil. They're probably supposed to be stainless steel or something. They look tarnished to me, some sort. But you know what? With the Swelligant stuff that I'm getting, I think I will try to treat these and do some really cool patina. So I'm not going to worry about it. And then these. So this is the size that I usually use for those. And then I have some different shiny ones. And then we'll look at this one. So I think I ordered 10 sets of this one. This is silver alloy 10 millimeter. 50 pieces. I don't know that maybe 4 sets? No, there's got to be more than that. It probably is 10. This is the size and the color. And let me tell you, this next to the bead looks incredible. It looks like $1 million. It's so gorgeous. So definitely worth. And again, they were dollar. They ended up being 70 cents. So that's $7 for 10 sets. So $7 for this, and then 15% tax on top of that. So it's still a great deal, considering, you know, how it's such a basic bracelet. This, some beads and some cord. You can do it with leather cord. You can do it with stretch cord. Like, it's just amazing. So we're definitely going to make some more of those. So I'll put this stuff away, and we'll move on to the other things. So that's my jump ring collection. Then we have this one here. I should have taken the lid off this. Let's see what we have. Let's bring this down. You are probably wondering, why do you have a stone in your findings? And you know what? You'd be correct at wondering that, because I was like, what the heck? So let's take a look at these guys. Look at these things. Look at how big they were. I was not. Now here's an example of a giant, what do they call those? Oh, I just can't think today. And I probably didn't put the little tag. Nope, I can't think of it. It'll come to me. Bail. So they're usually like this big. And I like check measurements, and I have a ruler with me when I'm ordering stuff, and I check, and I'll have examples of other stuff that are different sizes so I can even check against it, or even I'll draw it out with those measurements so I know exactly what I'm getting. Okay, what happened? It grew like Jack and the Beanstalk. But I'll tell you what, I'm so excited. So here's the other thing. This is definitely plastic. There's no way. You can hear it. But, oh, I don't have anything next to me. I moved everything away from my desk. There's something I definitely want to show you that I'm going to make with that. So let me see if I can find it quickly. And oh, I know where they are. They're up here. Do this without spilling stuff. Oh, this is heavy. I shouldn't be carrying this. Okay, you're gonna flip when you see these. I should do a several step reveal. So I had bought these here at Michael's when they were buy one get one free. So they were like $3 for these. And initially I was like, I don't like, years ago when I bought them, I was really upset because all of them are different sizes, but I never returned it. So then I made a bracelet with it, with some turquoise. It looked amazing. All the different sizes looked very organic. So I'm like, the next time they're on sale, I'm buying some. So that's what I did. Bought some, and I've made some other stuff since that look amazing. And actually that is going in the garage sale too, and it's this with some red turquoise. Looks amazing. So there's that. But then they came out with these. Look at these color blocking. But this is why I'm like, this is gonna look amazing. So let's do something here. Let's get crazy here. Like this. So I would probably do something like this on the one side, and then on the other side have all the silver. Let's try that. See if I can get this plastic off here. Wow, they got that on good. Kind of pointless to use scissors when you're a lefty these days. Okay, so here's these guys, how nice they are. So then let's put these guys. Let's do this. These guys are crazy. These things are just incredible. Let me see if I can scooch that to that and then pull this through. There, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. The camera's too close maybe. Let's move the tray. That might help. Look at this. So you could do a bracelet, but I would use it as a necklace. Isn't that amazing? And then this here you can leave on, or you can clip it off. Put some really cool, big, chunky thing on there. I'm trying to think if I have anything handy dandy. I don't know, something like that. Who knows? Dangle something. some big piece of turquoise. So anyway, here's the thing about this piece. Like I said, it's kind of plasticky and weird looking. Like it doesn't look, sometimes you get them when they're plastic, they actually look like silver. So this one I find does look kind of plasticky. This part looks really cool, but this stuff is just, it's kind of matted and worn out looking. But I would, some of them are nicer, are a little more shiny. Let me see if I can find one. No, not really. But I would, I'm going to use the Swelligate on this stuff. Definitely on this. So here's the other thing is you can use this way and hang this on a necklace and then just do something coming out this side, like something circular, like a pinch bail or something. So the reason why that stone was there, that was what I was going to tell you. And you can see it looks like it's been finished. This was stuck inside. It was stuck inside one of these. I managed to get it out without damage. Oop, don't want to do that again. But yeah, it was stuck inside. Funny, eh? So let's get these guys back to where they belong. So here's the other thing. So not only did Michael's have the silver and this color blocking. Look at this. Yeah, it's not going to go in. Maybe if I spread it out here. You're not going to see much of a findings unboxing at this rate. I think part of it is, I find for the most part findings a wee bit boring because it's like the working end of stuff. But if I show you some of the stuff I'm going to make with it, then it gets a little more interesting. Struggling here to get these separated. Now, I wouldn't do it this way, but I'm just giving you an idea to show you what it looks like together. This color looks beautiful. I better be careful with this. We're going to get stuck. Look at that. So this, and then depending on what we do, if we do some blue patina on this, that'll look amazing. But guess what? There's more. Look at this one. The blue color blocking. When I saw the different colors, I'm like, okay, that's it. I need. It's an essential need. Let me get the other one here. So they're different sizes, I noticed. This one's different than this because this one has the little tiny seed beads. Let's take this out. So that was the idea with these guys. Let's put that one away. Let's show you what we got here. So really this is a findings unboxing, not Emma showing off her stuff. Look what else they had. I think that's it. So yeah, time to play with this stuff. So let's get back to the other, and I will do my best to stay focused. But be warned, it could be dangerous. The other thing I bought that's interesting that you might think, oh, why'd you buy that? I bought a bunch of key rings. Again, super cheap. And I have some amazing ideas for kind of like beaded charm kind of things to do, as well as some of the stuff that Joni from Granny J Clay made and sent me. So yeah, I bought a bunch of those. I have a bunch of big, huge pendants that would lend themselves really well, and I actually had put them together on key rings. Um, but I always feel like if I take one element and then another and just put them together and don't add anything to it that that's creative myself, you're just basically putting stuff together. Now, you know what? For some people, that's what they do and they come up with some amazing combinations and it's great. But I'm always in the mind of for myself, I have to do more than that. So I never did much with those key rings. They're in a bag, in like a project bag. But now with the Swelligant stuff, I am going to go crazy. Not to mention there's a bunch of really beautiful beaded stuff that I'm going to make for my nieces and stuff. And then I got these guys. So I had bought some of these, but I didn't have the big ones. And I find for the peyote stitch bracelets, this is great. And for the bead weaving now with the jewel loom, I wanted a big one. So I got a bunch. I got a little more than I thought. So there's probably like 4 or 5 packages in here. And I don't know why I got that many. So I may end up putting some seed bead kits together because I don't know if I showed you the seed beads. This will be the last distraction and we'll move on to the other. So, just to let you know, I am working on the garage sale and it actually is coming along really good. So, I will be soon to make an announcement. So, let me just put that aside and quickly show you. So, here is one example. I did let me see if there's, let's just open one up so you can see what it looks like. So here's a bead mix. And these have Miyuki 11Os in here as well. Now these are random seed beads that I bought on eBay. So they're not very uniform. But you know what? There are projects out there that you could use. So I kind of did a really cool mix and then added some Miyuki seed beads to it to really give it. Those actually don't look like 11Os to me. They look like 15s. I'll have to double check and I'll post what they are for you. But there's this one here. We have a kitty cat visiting. Is there a kitty cat on my desk? There's some random stuff like this that I didn't want to put mixes because I don't know if people will mix squares and stuff. So then there are some that I didn't get put into. Kitty, no. It's like talking to a dog. He's rubbing the lamp and he knocked it off the desk. So here is a mix that it's going to go in tubes, but I was starting to run out of tubes, or so I thought. So I thought I better just put it in a bag for now. Oh, and you know the big reason why they're in bags. I was doing this while I was watching TV. My wife's like, you know what I really love about watching TV with you, Emma, is the sound of beads. Ping, 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 ping at the bottom of a plastic container. I was like, okay, I'll put it away. Look at this one. This one's wild. Actually, this is the first time I've seen it in daylight because we were watching TV. We didn't have the lights on. This one's a little wild. And I have a cat playing with this is my glow-in-the-dark bracelet that I got at you know, it's funny, I got this at the Salvation Army store the last time I had a bipolar episode, and I grabbed it, and my wife's like, what do you need that for? because I want it, because it's mine, because it glows in the dark. So that's what the cat was after. Hey, kitty, here. Psst, psst, psst. Go get it. I'm telling you, he's like a dog. Then I've got these black ones. And they have gray in there, and then they have 11 Miyukis in there as well. I might work on these too and add some stuff. Because I was doing this in front of the TV, I didn't have all my beads. So I have some really good Tohos that I might do a mix with these. I think this might need something more. And there's these. I'm saving the best for last. Then there's these. I love this color. The blue, brown, and green. I don't know what it is, but I guess the colors of nature. That's what we'll call it. Then, look at these. So, we have these here. We have a few of those. And then we have these guys. And then we have this black mix. I think that's all for those guys. And this is the one that I love. So let me just, here, this guy here. This is Crimp Delicious. So these orange and red. And I don't want to spend too much time on it because you're gonna, I want you to be surprised at the garage sale. And this green apple. And I have names for these too. That was the fun part, naming them. These are amazing. This is probably my favorite. Call this something like a crab apple. And then there's some in the bottom that are kind of cool. So there's some beautiful blues. And there's different types of blues. Oh, the kitty cat is back. No. Yeah, there's this blue. And this blue. So there. So, can't remember now why I told you about these guys. But that is... Stop it. Good, good. There we go. So, okay, now I remember the garage sale because I am going to do some kits with the seed beads to do on like a loom. Add some of these and some other stuff. So, yeah, that's why. Then I got these. I wish I'd have got more. Oh my gosh, I think they were a little expensive. These are stunning. Now maybe there's more in the other bags. Let me see if I can slide it apart. They're really strong. But these are, look at how beautiful they are. That is awesome. And they're strong. So even though they're heavy, they're strong. So hopefully they hold a bracelet. And then I got these guys. So I can do some leather work. And what I'm planning on doing too is some rope beading. I don't know if that's what it's called. It's got the chain with the little dangle. I got a bunch of those. I'll show you here. And then I've got some of these guys. Actually, I think I'm going to put those in a bin with all like antique style stuff. But I wanted to take these guys and do some beaded rope with it and use these. So I think that actually this one would probably look better. Yeah, that would look amazing. So I have no idea how to do it. But you know, there's this thing called YouTube. Good old YouTube. So then I got these. So these are different than the ones I got from AliExpress because look, it's got the 3 holes on each part, so I'm super stoked. And again, I'm hoping I have more in my tray there. So I got these guys. These ones are nice and big, and I ordered lots of these as well. I love these. I just find the chunkiness of it really adds to the bracelet. So these are beautiful. And of course, I ordered 10 sets of these. These come in sets of 2. So they were 35 cents each and then tax, because we pay tax here in Canada, just like everybody else. But because I didn't get it shipped from out of the country. So, but yeah, so the 35 cents each, that to me is a super deal. And I loved how amazing they looked on those Easter Bunny bracelets. And my nieces have been sending me messages thanking me. They love them. And my sister got hers too. And then I got these. So these are amazing too. Now, okay, so the one side's closed, so you must attach it there and it hooks into the hook. So that is beautiful. So I got a bunch of these in of different metals. These I got in the last one. I got a bunch more. They're rainbow crystals on them, and I just love them. And they're gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. And so I got these in the last haul as well. So I got a bunch more of these. And for some reason, the last time they only had 1 of these. And they're beautiful. They're a rose. And they're gorgeous. So I got 10 of these. Actually, I may have gotten 20. There's 10 in this bin, but I bet you I got more than that. Because I'll use them up quickly. And then I got some more of these. These, I'm like kicking myself I didn't get more. So I got 10 of these. When I saw them, like I have some silver ones of these, and I was like, you know, they're nice, but 10 should be enough. There's a cat in my garbage. Oh my gosh, he wants out. Let me get rid of him. Go on. How do they know to get you to do what they want? They go from one thing to the other. He was bound to get released. Early release. Okay, so the reason why I'm kicking myself, the ones I have are probably double the size. These are teeny tiny. Look, there's my baby finger. How small it is. That's incredible. And they are gorgeous. They're so pretty. These are going to be amazing. Then we've got these guys. These are beautiful. So beautiful. I got a bunch of these. So that's this bin. So let's close this off. And let's see if we can organize some stuff here. Maybe. So they had, I can't remember. They have a section, so if you go to Butterfly Beads and order stuff from them, don't forget to check their sale section. These were on sale, I think, I want to say maybe $1 a strand. But they also have a section called, I should check, but it's like, just check all their sale sections. One of them is buy one, get 2 free. That's crazy. So I did find, however, their algorithm for doing that works kind of funky. I ended up taking stuff out of my cart because it wasn't showing up as free. So I'm going to have to contact them and see what the deal is for that, if it's an error or whatever. They may not know that there's a problem with it. But anyway, I get a lot of stuff through that. So these were super cheap. the price that says on it is $1.25. I know I paid a lot less than that. So, and I have some of these, and I know that they're just like a reconstituted howlite or something like that. But I started doing some malas and some different things with it again because I was organizing it to get rid of it for the garage sale. And then I was like, oh, let me try doing this. And it ended up being amazing. So when I saw they were on sale, I bought some more of those guys. Oh, sorry. That's my footstool. So let's see what else we have. Oh, this is all the baggies. I'm sure you don't want to see that. So actually, I went through quite a bit then. I've got an empty. One of the things I have to be careful is with all these bags and big orders, I end up throwing stuff out. I think it's just plastic bags. Now these ones need, like this one, there's no back on it. Well, actually it's front. There's no front on this one. And this one, the crystal fell off. I might just glue that back on. Or put a Swarovski in there. I have to think about that one. But I'm going to put that aside to talk to them. They're super, super nice. So these are a lot of the same ones that I got in the previous order. This one's different. This one's really nice. And like I said, you can get some of this. This is basically the same stuff you get from AliExpress. But ones like this, they're kind of like on the line where it's not super cheap. But then when you start to get into the dollar range and a little more intricate, detailed work, they can really up the price, or else they'll embed it in the shipping. So they'll charge you 47 cents shipping on top of it. And it's like, really? That ends up being, and they sell them individually. If you sell me 10 of something and then say 47 cents shipping, I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. No problem. But they sell them one at a time. So they're basically selling them for $1.50. So of course I'm going to buy it for 70 cents from my pals at Butterfly Beads. I love you. So yeah, we're going to just move on. I think we're almost done because you know what? I think they're all these kind of things. Let's just let's do a different type of... Are you guys freaking out yet? Because I know if my wife's on this, she would. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just grab bag it here. This is the new way of unboxing. It's called the Chaos Method. These are so beautiful, and I ordered 2 sets of these, and I wish... See, I've gotten away from the yoga stuff, so... And the funny part is, after getting things out to do the garage sale, I was like, oh, I can take this stuff and remake it into something more extraordinary, because my skill level has gone up incredibly, and I've seen so many videos I can kind of pull some inspiration from other artists. So I don't buy a lot of yoga inspired stuff, but now looking at this stuff and between what I just told you, yeah, I think I'm going to be doing some more yoga stuff. But these are gorgeous. I love that they're dainty. I find, so there's 2 things. When you use metallics that are not the pure, like say gold or silver or stuff like that, that it looks sometimes junky. But I find if it's small and dainty, like this one, like this, let's put that on my baby finger so you have an idea. That's teeny tiny. That's awesome. I find when you put it on something, or when you have it where it's small, it looks authentic, because the rest of what you're making looks really good. This is just this pop of the color that says to you, oh, that's gold. That's my thinking. The other thing that I noticed and why I've been buying this is if you buy chunky gold stuff, it gives you that impression. It's like, who would put that much junky gold, chunky stuff, unless it's real? And even if it isn't, to me, it's a statement. It's like, yeah, look at me. I am cool with this big chunky jewelry. Am I manic or what? So what are we going to find next in this glorious grab bag? Oh my gosh, these are amazing. So, just like everything else, they're all amazing. Look at these guys. These are pretty and they're light and delicate. These are gorgeous. These were $1.10, so 30% off, and they're 8 by 8 millimeter, 20 pieces. So that's good, 20 pieces. I'll take it. Sold. Then I got some of these guys. These ones are super tiny compared to the ones I have. And they were 190 pieces. So that's interesting how small 190 pieces is. But I got a bunch of... I may have taken some out of my cart of these guys. But anyway, they're beautiful. Really nice. Again, this little dainty stuff looks like real silver. These are crimp beads. So I thought I'd test out their crimp beads, which is basically Chinese stuff, versus the beadalon stuff. So I might put that aside so I don't forget to check it out. Then these stars are beautiful. Look at these. They're so teeny tiny. Oh, I love them. I love them. And the other part to this, if you notice, you don't see the loop. It's on the back like that. So that's really cool. That's a really interesting, you can put some dangles or you can put that, you could weave this into a bracelet because you're not going to see a big loop. Like, what? That's so cool. So these are called rose gold alloy small star, 6 millimeter by 6 millimeter. And there's 35 pieces for $1.10 and it was 30% off. So that's lovely. I think I ordered 4 sets. There's 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look at something else here. These I got. These are round Stardust spacers, silver alloy. And I've seen these on AliExpress, but they're acrylic. So I wonder if there's much difference. Because honestly speaking, when it comes to something like this, between the acrylic, I'm definitely being converted. So these are 8 by 8s, 10 pieces for $1. So a little more money, but you know what? That would totally make something just gorgeous. I kind of had these in order. I was doing this in bed, organizing this, and my wife came in. It was 3 in the morning. She's like, "Why aren't you sleeping?" "I'm not tired." She's like, "Oh, Emma, come watch TV with me." Like 5-10 minutes in, I was asleep. And what she was doing was she was distracting me enough so that, because she was asleep, right? She was distracting me enough from what I was doing and putting my stuff away to go watch TV. She knew I was tired, but because I'm hyper, I'm kind of fighting it. So here's some more. These are gold crimp beads. I'll put those aside. Then I got some of these guys, some veils, swirl tubes they're called, with loop spacer. So there's 12 pieces in this set. I'm gonna put that in a tray right away. These, oh my gosh, these are nice. I'm impressed with these. These are heavy. Like, they remind me of the initial ones that I bought like years and years ago. I bought some silver ones and I didn't know what they were used for. So they lasted a long time. That's how you have your findings last. You have no clue how to use it. And then I saw some videos on YouTube. Guess what? Hello, YouTube. So we're all out there. We're all crazy. YouTubers. I started using the silver ones, and I was like on AliExpress trying to buy some more, and I couldn't find them, and I bought some. They were junk, absolute junk. So these are gorgeous. So, you know, stuff like this I'm going to have to put aside and buy, because even at 30 cents, you know, as long as I... Oh, and then there's more. I knew, you know, honestly speaking, like I spent a lot of money, but I easily took a ton of stuff out of my cart. That's my insurance with my bipolar. It doesn't work all the time. You know, I just had to say too, I know people, I'm joking about it, but that's part of the illness talking. But I would limit what I'm saying and doing online, but I feel like I need to put it out there. One, you get to know who I really am, and I've always been open about that. But the other part is that maybe it will kind of enlighten somebody, and it may touch somebody else who has a mental illness, but it might enlighten somebody to realize, oh right, you know, this person I was irritated with in line at the grocery store yammering to the sales clerk, maybe she has bipolar. Like, let's be more patient with each other, kind of thing. Because that was me today. I don't know if I told you, I went shopping today. Don't tell my wife. So she gave me a timeout. And instead of, like, I was like pouting, she didn't want me to do a video. So instead of pouting, I decided I would do some work that I had to do. So I had to fill the car with gas, and my car, so she's been driving me everywhere with her car, right? So my car's sitting, you know, almost empty. And I had some insurance forms to fax to the insurance company. I had 5 days left. It was stuff the psychiatrist had to fill out. And if I didn't fill it out, there'd be no more beads. That's important. And again, I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of anybody. Making fun of me. But anyway, so I told her, I said, okay, I'm going to go fill the car with gas. I'll do some grocery shopping. Oh, by the way, we're in full lockdown as of this morning. So we have a huge problem here. The housing market has blown up here in Nova Scotia because our COVID numbers are so low that everybody wants to move here. And people from Ontario have been buying houses here in Nova Scotia. And here's the thing. It was on the news. The real estate agent that they talked to said, yeah, you know, people love Nova Scotia because they're so friendly. What was happening on a regular basis was people would buy houses and move from Ontario. And this is like information that the real estate agent was telling the interviewer. The neighbors of that family that was moving into the house would leave notes and stuff like food, grocery bags full of food on their doorstep, and notes saying, if there's anything you need, give us a call and we'll go pick it up for you. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, but sadly, what was happening was the people from Ontario were thinking, oh, the numbers are so low. And we could do pretty much everything as long as there's social distancing. I think there was still some number stuff going on. And I'm just going to put some stuff here for you to look at, some of my artwork, because that's how I am, self-promotion. But so they thought that they could just move here and do whatever they wanted. Now the COVID's blown up in Ontario, so I mean, no big, come move here, we love it, we love having you and stuff like that. But they're supposed to isolate for 14 days. So what that means is you are not allowed to be around anybody else for 14 days. So whoever you moved here with, that's it. You can't move here and then some friends from Ontario come and socialize with you, and then y'all decide you're gonna go out to dinner and do some grocery shopping and pick up a few things at the dollar store and go to the gym. Like, you can't do any of that. So apparently, and I'm not talking out of my hat here, they contact trace, so they know. They're not saying who it is, and they haven't found them, but because they don't want, I suspect there's more people involved, and they don't want to discourage them from coming forward so that it can be tested and make sure they're isolating. So in the meantime, they found out what it was, and it's people moving from Ontario to Nova Scotia, and they're going grocery shopping. So that involves the grocery store, the clerks in particular. So yeah. And I mean, as soon as you start something like that spreading, that's it. It's out of control. So they shut us down yesterday. Well, it was on the news yesterday, and this morning everything was shut down. So I drove one street over, and I heard on the radio an advertisement for Cabela saying, we appreciate everybody's support. We'll see you after the isolation. We're closed. So I pulled over, called my wife. I said, are you on your computer? Can you check that the stores are going to be open and the gas station and all this stuff? She's like, yeah, everything's open. So when I got there, there was, I don't know, maybe I went to Business Depot. They're like huge. They're like a box store almost. And there was maybe 10 people in the store. There was not a lot of people at all. I went to Giant Tiger, which is kind of like a department store, food store, low-end thing. And that was a little busier, but the parking lot was empty. And of course, I went to the dollar store. There was like maybe 5 people in there. Yeah, so that's what I did. So this is my crazy, and not crazy as in mentally crazy, but crazy as in fun crazy, unboxing of the beautiful butterfly bead bindings. Oh my gosh. So I have to organize that stuff, and I have to finish sorting for the, I should show you one little sneak peek of something else I made, and I say that and I bet you it's downstairs. Yeah, it's not there, so next time. I did one of the bracelets, not this last one that we did and I'm going to do the giveaway in a day or two. But the one from the week before, which uses the super duos and 2 needles. And instead of using a picot between the 2 super duos, I put a Swarovski. Wait till you see it. It's incredible. And then I did one of those, just regular colors. And then I did one with sunflower colors. So topaz and yellows and jonquille, Swarovski crystals. Oh my god, it's incredible. It's amazing. So we'll have to do one like that for a tutorial. It's so much fun. I haven't figured out, didn't have time, and with my hand the way it was, to figure out a 1 needle one, but I'm definitely going to do that for you guys, because this bracelet is incredible if you start changing it up a bit. So I am going to say goodbye for now, and take care, everybody. I'm hanging in there, and I'm going to try and just calm down a bit, because definitely doing the videos gets me all excited. It may sound weird, but I'm so lonely. So I really appreciate everybody and everybody's comments. I apologize. I've been so scattered that I haven't read all your comments, and it's not that I'm like, oh yeah, I miss you guys. Make sure you comment, and then I don't read them. It's like I just can't. I'm so distracted that I can't get to them. So I'm definitely gonna work on that because I miss you guys. So anyway, take care, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.